Hey guys, thanks for tuning back into our YouTube channel, Something Better. We're so glad you're joining us today. I gotta tell you guys, I'm really excited about this recipe that I'm going to show you guys how to make because so many of my friends and family members have asked me over the years how to make this meal, and I am not one to hold a recipe. If I have something better, or I know of something better, I'm happy to share. But what I found is that anytime I would, type up the ingredients and the cooking instructions, everybody seemed overwhelmed. So I thought that, putting together a video will assist those who are interested in making this awesome meal. So I'm going to show you how these very simple ingredients can make an awesome vegetarian dish. I'm talking about that dish where you take it to the potluck and everybody wants some more. So I'm going to show you today how to make sweetmeat. Yes, it's called sweetmeat. Okay, so before we begin, I have got to tell you guys where the name sweetmeat came from because it's kind of weird. It's my, it's a name that belongs to me. This dish is not an original dish. It's actually a dish that I got from a friend who got it from a friend who got it from a friend. So I'm just passing it along to you guys today. But the name sweetmeat, that belongs to me. So once you make it, if you call it sweetmeat, then it's my dish, okay? All right. So, some people call it ketchup loaf, some people call it sweet and sour loaf, some people call it meatloaf, but again, I call it sweetmeat. So I let my cousin try it in Cleveland, Ohio, and she was like, wow, this vegetarian dish is so good. And she just kept chewing and she was looking kind of puzzled, and she's like, this meat is sweet. And I'll show you later why the meat is sweet, but you'll get it. But she said, this meat is sweet. It's like sweet meat. And I'm like, yes, that's it. So we're going to call this dish sweet meat because I didn't like the whole ketchup loaf. That sounds kind of gross. And sweet and sour loaf was just not original enough. So again, this dish is called sweet meat. And let me show you the ingredients that you need to prepare it. All right, so first we have some our meat substitute. So I really like to use griller crumbles. It's made by Morningstar. You can get it at your local grocery store. It costs maybe about $3 to $4, just depending on where you go. Another option is the vegan Boca crumbles. So you can pick between the two. Honestly, I like this one the best, but it's not vegan. But the entire dish will not be vegan, so it's kind of like, does it really matter? I don't think so. So anyway, so you want to get just one bag of either of the two of these. Again, this is my preference. You want to get some salt. You're going to use some salt, some pepper. Also going to need to use some garlic powder. We're going to use one medium onion. I think this kind of is like on the medium large side, but we're not going to use it all, but you want to have one medium onion. You're going to use 3 large eggs. If you don't have large eggs and you have medium-sized eggs, then you want to use 4 eggs. So it really just depends. We're also going to use a stick of butter. Now, this brand is like a Blue Bonnet brand that I purchased. I really would recommend that you guys use. I can't believe it's not butter because that's even better than this. But regardless of what you use, you need a stick of butter. We're going to need some cheddar. You can use sharp cheddar or mild cheddar. It just really depends on which you prefer. But you're definitely going to need some cheddar. We also have for our topping brown sugar. And we're going to also use some ketchup. Oh, and one more thing. We've got 6 slices of bread. So what we're going to do with this bread is we're going to kind of shred it up and cube it. We'll talk about that a little later. But these are the ingredients. Just not too many ingredients. We'll put it all together. I'll show you how to do that. And again, this dish is going to taste amazing. Trust me. All right, so let's get started. So we're going to start with the bread first. Remember I was saying that you needed 6 slices of bread. You needed to kind of shred them up and cube them. So this is what I mean by cubing them. So you're just going to take it, and it's kind of tedious, but you're going to ball it up like a little bread ball. I don't know if you guys can see that, but make it a little bread ball. And you're just going to literally sit here and do that for each and every piece of bread that's here. So a lot of times when I'm doing this, because it takes a little while, I'm singing a song to the Lord, or I'm yelling at my kids, or if I have my computer close by, I might be watching something on TV just to help the time pass. So I'll be here doing this for a little while. And so, can you guys see that? That's my bread. It's all cubed, 6 slices. And I'll show you what to do next. So now you're gonna take these eggs and you're gonna crack them. Where's my trash can? I'm just gonna put them right here for now. I don't have a trash can. Is this the right egg cracking etiquette? I don't know, but I'll do it better next time, guys, okay? All right, so you're just gonna take the eggs and whisk away. Okay, so what you're gonna do is take all of these ingredients and we're gonna mix them together. So I've got my 3 eggs here. I use a whisk to whisk them up. Let me show you guys my whisk because it's cute. It can't be silver, it's gotta be like colorful, okay? It makes it taste better somehow, trust me. All right, so anyways, and I've got my butter here. I put it in the microwave. I put it on about 20 seconds. So you wanna let that butter melt down. And then I've got my cup of cheddar. So you're going to put 2 to 2.5 cups of cheddar into this recipe. I only have 1 cup here. I'm gonna dump another cup in here and then we're just gonna mix it all together. So there we go. Looks kind of gross, but like I said, it's gonna taste good. So you got all of that. Gonna add 1 more cup of cheddar. It's falling out. Let the excess just fall into the bowl. You'll be glad you did. And then you need a mixing spoon. Just gonna mix it all up. Hey guys, so now it is time to mix the onions and the meat and the seasoning together, and we're gonna put it with the mix that I just made in the bowl. So I want to show you guys this little chopping tool that I got from Bed Bath & Beyond for $10. It's an as seen on TV tool. I can't remember the name of it, but it's awesome because it just helps you cut down on your prep time if you're, you know, having to cut up vegetables and that kind of thing. So here's my half of onion. Remember I was talking about having a medium onion. So this is all we're going to use. It's kind of like half of the onion that I showed you. And this tool is really easy because it's got these, I'm going to hold this, my hands are clean. It's got these blades right here, and there are different types of blades that you can change out. So this is like the really small blade grid, so it's going to make my onions nice and small and diced. So you just take it and you have to apply low power. Yeah. And then you've got these finely chopped onions. Can you guys see that? All right, so what I'm gonna do is take this over here. I'm gonna add it to my veggie meat. I guess you can probably hear it in the background cooking. And I'll show you what to do from there. Okay guys, so as you can see, I have mixed those onions in with the griller crumble meat, and I am just kind of tossing it around here on the skillet and browning it. So let me tell you what else I've added to this meat as far as the seasoning. You season it just like you would season, you know, ground beef or any other meat that you would have on a skillet and season. So I put some salt there to taste. I just kind of put a light sprinkling of salt over this entire area. And I did the same thing with pepper. So you can kind of do it salt and pepper to taste. But one thing that is important is that you use 1 tablespoon, I don't know if you can see that here, of garlic powder. So garlic powder is like one of the secret ingredients that will determine whether or not this dish is going to be really good. So you want to put your garlic powder in there and mix it in. You're going to mix it all up until it's brown, and then until the meat is browned, or evenly browned, on each side, and then we will add it to the mixture that I have in the bowl. Okay guys, well my meat has been browned to perfection, so I'm ready to go ahead and add this. I'm going to just turn this off right now before I burn somebody. Add this to our mixture here, right off the skillet. So unlike ground beef or real meat, you know, you don't have to drain this meat. There isn't any oily residue or blood left over because of something better. So just want to put it all in the bowl, just like that, and we're going to mix it up. So I'm just stirring here. Looks kind of gross, but like I said, it's going to taste good. Just mixing all of our ingredients together. Just give it a good stir. Make sure that bread, the cheese, the butter, and the meat are all mixed really well. All right guys, we are almost to the finish line, yay. So we're gonna take this mixture and we're going to put it into a baking pan. So this is a Pyrex, I got to get the specs on it here. It's 9 by 13 inches. And I think I got this from like Walmart for $10. I'm sure you have one at your home. Every cooking mother or father or person should have it. So I'm just going to take this mixture, and you'll notice that it's already the egg is kind of the glue that's keeping this all together. And I'm going to put it here in the pan, and then I'm just going to smooth it out lightly and evenly throughout the pan. Alright, so once you're done smoothing, it's gonna look like this. It's even. It's not really high up in this, it's not a lot of meatloaf in here, or sweet meat in here. So anyways, it should look like that, and it's ready to be put in the oven. So I'm going to put this in the oven. I've preheated my oven at 350, and I'm going to put it in and bake it for about 35 minutes. Then we're going to take it out. We're going to add the topping, which I'll show you how to make in a few minutes. And then we're going to put the topping on top, put it back in the oven for another 10 or 15 minutes, and then it'll be ready. Okay, so now it's time to make the topping. The topping is what makes it the sweet meat, because the topping is sweet. So what I have here is a cup of ketchup, and it can be any brand ketchup. It can be Heinz, it can be an off-brand, it doesn't matter. But you want to do 1 cup of ketchup, 1 cup of brown sugar, which I'm going to add here, and then 1/3 cup of water. All right, just put it all together. I've got a fork, and then you're just going to kind of stir it, mix it together until it is even and smooth. And then you can taste it. You know, it really just depends on the level of sweetness you want. You can even add a little bit of barbecue sauce if you would like, if you want to have a tang to it. But this is pretty much how you make the sauce. It's really easy. It's been 35 minutes, and our sweet meat is ready for us to apply the topping or the sauce. So this is how it should look. It's nicely browned. And I'm going to use a fork. I'm going to take this fork, and I'm just going to kind of poke some holes in it so that when we pour the sauce on top, we make sure it kind of gets in there and it's not just on the top. Alright, so I'm going to do that, and then just pour your sauce. Pour my sauce on top, making sure I get it all out and onto the loaf. Alright, and then I usually just kind of lift the pan up and what do you call this motion that I'm doing? You just go from left to right a couple times to make sure that the sauce is even on top. Looks like that. And then we're going to put it back in the oven for 10 minutes. And there you have it, you guys. That is how you make sweet meat. I hope you enjoyed this video. Do me a favor, please, and subscribe to this channel if you like what you saw. Definitely leave any positive comments. Tell me if you made the meal, the dish, how it turned out. Tell me about how you were the envy of the dinner party that you may have taken the dish to. I really hope you enjoy, and I just want to leave you with this thought. I'm going to start leaving this thought at the end of every video, and it's just very simple. The thought is that God never, ever takes away things from us without replacing it with something better. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.